Islands. We've got 5 families, 1 fire. Tell us who you both play.
We play husband and wife with the past beginning to haunt us.
Yes.
What we got up to in the past. And yeah, we come to this cabin every single year for many years.
Yeah.
But this year things are different. And there's sort of memories creeping into my character, Annie. And that's affecting my husband. And things are changing in our relationship and everybody's relationship within the holiday camp.
Well, this is
Something
it.
like that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good description of the relationship.
That's a very good sell.
Very good.
It's fair to say that leading up to the fire, there is a simmering tension between the families in the park, right?
Yeah, they've reached a certain point in their relationship and things are changing.
Yeah.
And they're both faced with the past that sort of causes them to think about the future, well, at the present. But I would say, ostensibly, it's a love story. Not for their 2 characters, and so they're sort of forced to reassess their relationship, and certain things happen, and they have to make choices without giving too much away. But I think I would say it's a love story.
It is.
Between the 2 of them, and it's a very complex love story. But
Very complex.
yeah,
Not conventional.
with a thriller element in it as well. There's a fire, but it's very. I find it very moving.
Yeah, and it's secrets, and how do you sustain
Secrets and
that length of
lies.
time with someone without things on the edge, little cracks over the years, and do they matter, those cracks? And can you let that go? Or do we have to churn this up? Or,
That's
you
the
know,
big
it's all
question.
that. It's all this investigation in a relationship.
Yeah.
And is it right,
Something like that.
Dougray, that you used your late mother as inspiration for the role?
Yeah, my mother, Elma, yeah. Her voice, when I read the script, I mean, it was from a wonderful novel by Sarah Moss, adapted by John Donnelly brilliantly. And when I read the script and the character of David Campbell, who's a doctor, I thought there's something very familiar about this kind of voice that I heard, and it was kind of my mother. My mother was from Kelvindale in Glasgow, and she had a very, I'd say, affected voice, but she had a very posh speaking voice, and not like where I was brought up anyway. But it was a beautiful speaking voice, and when I started trying the lines of the character, it just seemed a perfect fit, really. So I kind of used her as an inspiration. Listen, I love my mother. She was an amazing woman. She came from a very different background than I was brought up in, and you know, I adored her, and I guess her spirit and her personality comes through somewhat in the character that I play.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Now, Shirley, we need to zoom in a bit more on Scotland because, you know, you filmed some incredible projects there recently, Department Q, Glenrothan. How does it feel just to put, you know, this extra spotlight on the great place that Scotland is?
It's nice. I mean, you sometimes just can get home at night, which is lovely, rather than being in a hotel.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. But it's lovely. It's nice that lots of things are happening there, and yeah, and they're all interesting and very different. So I like it. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, we both loved it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, lots of great creative people coming out of there.
Yeah, we did.
Dougray, we need to talk about Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You know, he cast you in Mission Impossible, but you did get a little bit worried that you may have lost the role all around a game of pool. If the legend tells us correctly.
Yeah, he kind of flew me over and he was like, I want a guy. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, come on. I'm like, okay, come on, what? And he's like, come on, let's play pool. And I'm like, okay. So we played pool. And, you know, I was pretty good at pool when I was younger, misspent youth. So I probably should have lost the game, but I didn't. I sort of won. But anyway, the rest is history, as they say. But yeah, it was kind of cool.
Well, you must have took it okay because you got the role.
Yeah.
I did. I got the role. But I mean, that was great to do that, MI2, these kind of movies. But I think doing stuff like Summerwater is really, to me, what it's all about, because the writing, the relationships, getting to work with... I've always wanted to work with Shirley. Shirley is one of my favourite actresses of all time. And I was so excited.
We waited a long time to work together.
We did wait a long time, but it was so kind of creative and just wonderful, and she's amazing to work with on set, and I just adored it. It was just fantastic to get to work with Shirley.
See, you're such a profesh, Dougray. Bringing it back from Mission Impossible. Forget that.
operator.
Back to the Caribbean.
He was all right.
Back to Scotland.
What's
So
his
we were
second?
there.
What's his last name again? Yeah. Anyway, Shirley Henderson. She's where it's at. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Well, Summer Water begins on the 16th of November, 9 o'clock on Channel 4.
Definitely a